Cosmetic surgery for teenagers. To cut or not to cut? That is the question. Teenagers can now become thin and beautiful as easily and as quickly as they can purchase a Whopper from Burger King. There has been ongoing debate in terms of whether teenagers should even be allowed to undergo plastic surgery. There has also been an ongoing debate in terms of whether the numbers for cosmetic surgery among teenagers is on the rise or is on the decrease. Many teenagers are just way too immature to understand or comprehend the future ramifications of such a procedure. Many of them haven't even finished developing yet, and many just have truly unrealistic expectations in terms of what the procedure will do for them. This is why it's so important for the doctor, for teens, and for their parents to tread lightly. They need to explore all the gray areas before making such a decision. The reason I chose this topic is because I'm very concerned about our teenagers, specifically our young girls, and the images that they are seeing on television and in Hollywood. Many of them want to undergo plastic surgery, but it's all for the wrong reasons. Many times, they just want perfection, which quite frankly doesn't exist. This speech aims to persuade you that the cosmetic surgery procedure statistics, although decreasing, are still very staggering. I will also persuade you that the decision to have cosmetic surgery is a very serious one and should be weighed very heavily before treading. And lastly, how does the media play a role in this? I think they need to be more responsible with the images they glamorize, because those images are having a direct impact on our teens and their own self-confidence and their perception of their own body images. According to the American Board of Plastic Surgery, the most common procedures performed on those children 18 years or younger are rhinoplasty, breast reduction, autoplasty, and correction of breast asymmetry. Most experts agree that for appropriately selected teenage patients, cosmetic plastic surgery can have a positive impact on physical and emotional development. However, on the other side of that spectrum, according to the American Board of Plastic Surgeons, statistics gathered over the last few years show a decrease in the overall number of cosmetic procedures performed on teenagers, which indicates to me that parents are becoming a little more concerned about their teenagers undergoing surgery and actually approving for their teenagers to undergo those surgeries. Many teenagers feel that cosmetic surgery is the answer to all of their problems, and they just want to jump in, get it done, so the problem can be fixed, not realizing that they have to look within. Cosmetic surgery is surgery, and as with any surgical procedure, there are risks involved. According to the American Board of Plastic Surgery, there are guidelines that should be followed to evaluate whether a teenager who is considering cosmetic plastic surgery should even be allowed to have cosmetic surgery. Their physical maturity needs to be evaluated, their emotional maturity needs to be evaluated, and then their expectations need to be explored. As with any patient, the young person should appreciate the benefits and limitations of the proposed surgery and have realistic expectations. They also need to explore the risk and the expected recovery time. Teens and their parents should understand the risk of the surgery, post-operative restrictions on activity, and the typical recovery times. I feel very strongly that society and the imagery that the media generates is a large contributing factor to why so many teenagers want to have plastic surgery. The mass media serves as a mediating structure between individuals and their bodies by sending a powerful message to society: only a determined physical stereotype of beauty is valued. Television, internet, cinema, and printed media project the idea that ideal body images can be reached through body control and change, and that it is solely up to a person's resolve to realize these ideas. This implies moving from the representation of ideal bodies to providing information on how to achieve them. However, in many cases, the images presented as ideal prove to be unachievable. In this paper, I have discussed the reasons why the decision for a teenager to undergo cosmetic surgery should be weighed very heavily. I have also discussed why it is not the best option and what responsibility society and the media play in portraying more realistic images to promote stronger self-confidence, so that teenagers do not feel such pressure to take such drastic measures to change something about their appearance they don't like just to fit in. At the end of the day, a decision to undergo plastic surgery is one that will be made by the teenager and their parent. We as a society need to do more to help our teens grow up with solid self-confidence and a sense of being comfortable in their own skin. This is a debate that I am sure will continue for years to come. However, it is my hope that the statistics continue to decrease and self-esteem and self-confidence continue to increase. Thank you.